have found yourself critically analyzing your future, or let's say you need to take control of your destiny before old age strikes, or you have the money and you don't know which business to invest in, or the employer has it that the economy is not performing well and some people have to be let off. If you are facing one of these situations, then you are in the right place. This is Daniel, an accountant, teacher, engineer, and a web developer. Welcome. Today we'll be discussing 10 business ideas to start in 2023. The first idea is e-commerce website. What is e-commerce? E-commerce is buying and selling of products over the internet. The best examples are Amazon, eBay, Alibaba, and Shopify, among others. One of the beauty of starting an e-commerce store is that it is cheap. You can operate it from your house. You can even operate it from anywhere. And it has very few requirements. The first requirement will be web development and designing. So if you are not, you don't have the skill, we can hire a web developer, and it might only require a domain name and paying for the hosting fee, and make sure that the website is as security by procuring the SSL certificates. The other item would be inventory costs. Inventory is the items that you'll deal with. Then the other item would be marketing. For you to get a name, you must do much in marketing. Marketing can be done through the social media, Instagram, WhatsApp, Telegram, and others. We can look at the cost breakdown, item per item. For the domain name registration, we can estimate this cost in dollars. It can operate from $10 to $50. The hosting fee would approximately be $60 to $1,200. The e-commerce platform, for example, if you are dealing with Shopify, it might be paid, but if you have just hosted, it might be free. So e-commerce platform might cost $300 or from 0 to 300. Then the web hosting and design, that is if you didn't know how to design, it would go for from 1,000 to 10,000 US dollars, depending on who is doing it. Remember that these are estimates. Actual costs may vary depending on location, size of business, and period. The second kind of business to invest in is food business. Food business is lucrative, and they say that to invest in food, you'll never go wrong. It is a basic need, and people are willing to buy even when the economic is not performing well. So we can look at the requirements. The first requirement would be a good business plan. You will also need to acquire licenses and permits. You'll also need to employ staff. You'll also need a kitchen space and have some food supplies. That is the items that you will have to use. And finally, you'll need to have food safety measures. So let's look at what you need to do in the business plan. The business plan, you will have to project on the financials, how much you need. You'll also need to know what you have for your menu. You'll also have to have a good pricing policy for the food. That can come from you comparing with your competitors. and also the marketing strategy. So a good location might even help in this situation. For the staff, you'll need to employ experienced people, for example, the chef and the manager. So when handled well, this business must be a very good business at the end of the day. So let's look at the costs and implications. The first cost is business registration. This may vary from places to place, but aggregately, a business registration can cost $100 to $1,000 in various places. The equipment and supplies. The equipment and supplies can cost between $600 and $12,000, and these are yearly costs. Then you need the space, which is rent and utilities, the electricity bills, and so forth. This can cost between $100 to $20,000 a year. Then there are employee wages. Employees are paid per session or per hour, and per year the aggregate cost can vary from $100 to $50,000. Then there is the marketing and advertising. Marketing, we can put it at least $100, at most $16,000. Then there's the payment processing. Remember, some foods can be taken through the websites, and you can be handling with PayPal and the rest, and they might require a pay processing fee. These can vary from $0 to $300. If, for example, we take 25% retainer fee. All in all, a budget of 10,000 to 100,000 can see you through. And lastly, remember, all these are estimates. Actual costs may vary depending on location and size of business. The third business to invest in is real estate. The reasons to invest in real estate are many, but we can talk of four. First, steady cash flow from rentals. 2, appreciation in value over time. 3, tax benefit. And 4, control over investment. Not like the stock market. Now, the methods of investing in real estate are many because it requires a big capital base. There are various methods of investing in real estate. The first one is property flipping. This involves buying of old property that is downgraded and that is undervalued. You repair it, fix, and sell it at profit. The second method is buying of a rental property and use it to rent it. This will ensure continuous flow of income. The other method is crowdsourcing. Crowdsourcing is whereby investors pull together assets in order to invest. Once investing in this kind of investment, you will become a member, and downward you will be sharing profits. The other method is use of investment trusts, the REITs. So here, once you invest here, the corporations buy other residentials or commercial real estates, and they earn income, and they distribute the income through dividends. For us to estimate the cost, we'll use the first method, whereby you buy a dilapidated house, renovate it, and sell it at a profit. So we have a 3-unit house which can go for $300,000. You renovate and you sell it at $1 million. So remember, these are estimates and actual costs may vary depending on location and size of business and period. The other business is health and wellness. Now, why would one want to start a health and wellness business? First, there is passion. Some people have passion of helping others, and especially to improve their health and well-being. Secondly, there is growing demand. As people become aware of their health, they become more conscious and they would like to improve on their health. Third, flexibility. People would like to work from home and also balance their time at work. So health and wellness can still be run from home and from online. Fourth, high profits. This business has potential for high profits. Apart from the setting up costs, other costs are not recurring as such. Lastly, for personal development, most people can start this business to learn new skills and grow as a person. For the requirements, we'll need a business plan. The business plan will show the target market, the services offered, and the pricing of the various services. Then we'll need licenses and permits. So we need to obtain a license. The other thing that you'll have to budget for is the space. You'll need space. That will mean you rent or lease. Other item will be staff. You need a well-trained staff. You need equipment and supplies, the machines that the people will use. Then you also need to have insurance, that is to protect against any liability and other risks. Then there is need for marketing, which you can do with social media or any other means. Then lastly, we have health and safety protocols, which is like having sanitation and ventilation. The health and wellness budget can be shown as follows. Business registration and licenses, 500 to 1,000. Rent or lease, 12,000 to 60,000. These are costs per year. Equipment and supplies, these are one-off payment from 5,000 to 25. Marketing and advertising, 2,000 to 10,000. Employee salaries, 20,000 to 120. Insurance, 1,000 to 5,000. Utilities and other expenses, 6,000 to $24,000. So in total, we can say with a budget of 100,000 to 250 will see you through the year. Remember that these are estimates. Actual costs may vary depending on location, size of business, and period. The fifth business is technology. Technology is broad, and technology can be any business that is associated with provision of services that involve application of technology in some way. This can be to develop software and other technical products. It can be consulting. It can be provision of IT support and digital marketing. All in all, it's a broad field. Why would one invest? The issue is it is expected to continue to grow and evolve. For our case, we'll take a simple issue of software and mobile apps. To get started, you might need to have technical skills. Technical skills such as programming. In programming, you might need to know the languages such as Python, Java, Swift, and Kotlin. Then you also need the hardware and software. For the hardware, you need a computer that has a good storage, good RAM, and let's say good processor. An Intel Core i5, 8 GB RAM, 256 or more SSD can do the work. And then the display, you need a high resolution monitor, 1080p and above. You also need to hire staff. You also need to do good in marketing and, if possible, do talent hiring. The cost breakdown can be as follows. Office rent, $12,000 to $60,000. Employee salaries and benefits, $50,000 to $200,000, that is per year. Hardware and software, the computers, the CPU, and the rest, from a budget of $5,000 to $25,000. Utilities and other expenses, $6,000 to $24,000. Marketing and advertising, $1,000 to $20,000. Professional services, $2,000 to $20,000. Insurance, $1,000 to $5,000. Research and development, $10,000 to $50,000. Miscellaneous expenses, $1,000 to $5,000, bringing a total of $88,000 to $400,000. Now, it is also possible that you can start this at your residence if you have the skills, and this will lead the cost coming down to $26,000 per year. And note, these are estimates. Actual costs may vary depending on the location, size of business, and period. The other business to invest in is renewable energy, that is solar and wind power. To invest in this business, you will need technical skills such as wiring, system design, electrical engineering. Then you also need the equipment, which might include the panels, inverters, mounting racks, etc. You also need a good monitoring system. You also need legal documents. You need to employ staff. You need a maintenance and operation routine, such as cleaning and also repair. The other business to invest in is social marketing. Social marketing is cheap to invest in. Just like the others, you need to have good technical skills. And the technical skills can include good communication. You need also to have content creation tools, which can include Canva, Adobe Suite, Animoto, and others. You also need analytic tools like Google Analytics, Facebook Insights, Twitter Analytics, and the rest. On the computer level, you need a good computer hardware, which has high processing power, good storage, and good memory. You might need also devices like mobile devices, the smartphone, and tablets, because you need to have constant communication. Good camera and video equipment are also necessary. The other business that is never out of fashion is welding. Welding is also easy to start. You need the skills or you can hire. The machines can include the MIG, the TIG, the plasma, arc welding, or laser machines. Welding electrodes, safety gear, necessary licenses and permits, then the marketing, social media, and also referrals can do a very good job here. You could also need good networking, advertising, and a good website for that. Business number 9 is photography. Photography is cheap, it is easy to start, and its profits are high. You need only to develop the skills and you get started. Then you can choose a good niche. There are niches like wedding, landscaping, portrait, and commercial. You only need the right camera equipment and a good networking system, and then the business kicks off. The budget is not that huge and it's manageable. Business number 10 is tours and hotels. Tours and hotels can be a passion vocation, and it can turn your passions into profits. The requirements is just good industry knowledge. That is, you need to know tourist destinations, tourist trends, and the needs and preferences of your target. So there is need for good network, other supplies, and tours and agents, and the hotel owners. You also need to do good marketing, whereby you can set up websites and also be good in social marketing. You also need good management tools like the online booking and travel planning. E-commerce store, real estate, health and wellness, technology, renewable energy, social media, welding, photography, tours and travel. Hope you have enjoyed. Consider to like and subscribe so that you can keep the channel alive.